So, guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the companion. So, as always, we've brought to you Hard Life Fightwear. Hard Life Fightwear, often a range of products, whether it be gi, no gi, MMA. Hard Life do have you covered. So, anybody looking for any fight gear, hit up the hardlifefightwear.co.uk at the bottom of the screen. Use the discount code STOOM15 and you will get a little bit of a discount through that. So, we're going to be talking about Young Subs 1. So, Young Subs Jiu-Jitsu Superfights. So, obviously, submission series bringing us young subs. So, for the very first time. So, history in the making for next Saturday. So, it's going to be Saturday, the 18th of January, the Fed in Newcastle. So, anybody looking for tickets, make sure you do hit up your chosen grappler first of all. If you're unable to get tickets from them, then head over to the Young Subs and Sub Series social media pages, and you will get all the information through there. There's also pay-per-view on this as well, so anybody that can't make the event in person, the pay-per-view links will be going up throughout the week. So make sure you do either be there or have that pay-per-view and definitely support these young athletes. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing full day and night for sub-series. So now my next guest then, someone I've known for years, obviously through her dad. So her dad's obviously a good friend of mine. So Anayah Ullah of Inverted Diamond. So Anayah, I've known Anayah. Anayah's been on the mats for years, ever since she was a younger kid. And as I said, her dad, Shahid, recently black belt under Darren Clark. So, but we're not going to talk about Shahid. We're not going to talk about him at all. He's not allowed to get any talking on this at all. So it's all about Anayah. So Anayah, listen, absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me.
Thank you for having me on.
It's an absolute pleasure. I said we've known each other for years. I've seen you back and forward. I'd say the times that I've came up to GB or seen you with your dad and stuff like that. So it's very exciting for me to see you step out at Young Subs next weekend. So do you know what I mean? I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, so am I. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah. So obviously you're going to be stepping out in Inverted Diamond. We talked about this off air. You're going to be the first competitor to step out on in any competition under obviously Inverted Diamond through Darren Clark.
Yeah, it's like a very privileged to fight under Darren. Darren, he's an amazing coach, amazing person. He's helped me with so much.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Plus, as well, I mean, history as well. I mean, you're the very first Ula that we've had on the show. So you're the very first one. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you on. So, but tell us about you then, training. So as I said, I've known what your training you've been doing over the years, but tell us about you. How's your training going at the moment?
It's going good. I've been training hard, getting my rounds in with my training partners. Everyone here has been helping me, prepare for this competition. Very nice atmosphere. Made like a lot of friends through jiu-jitsu, through my club. Been training for about 5 years, but only in the last like 1-2 years been taking it seriously and being consistent with it.
Yeah.
But as you said, I've been training since I was younger, like messing around on the mats and stuff with my dad. Like from what 8 maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me who wins in a matchup between you and your dad in the roles?
Me, 100%.
I love
His
it. I love it.
first roll's a black belt. I tapped him, and it's on video.
I love it. He should just take the black belt off and give it to you.
Yeah, I've told him that many times.
And obviously sub series. I mean, sub series amazing event. Obviously, we've had Darren's came down with people before, so obviously Darren knows exactly what the kind of layout is and stuff like that. So I'm sure you've seen it before as well. So it's a great show. So I mean, what's it going to be like stepping out on the young subs? Because as I said, it's history. It's not been done before. So what's it going to be like for you to step out there?
It's gonna be an amazing experience. I'm gonna have like my teammates down with me, obviously my dad. My mum was planning to come, but I'm not sure if she's still coming. But it'll be great atmosphere. So much talent in one room, and
Yeah.
it's just gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of superstars on it as well. I mean, we talked earlier to a young kid, Marlo Jones. Marlo Jones is one of the best kids in the world, 11-year-old, and do you know what I mean, it's just hugely talented. And as I say, some of the kids, I mean, you're talking about British champions, European champions, world champions, and so on. So you guys definitely have bright futures ahead of you in regards to combat sports.
Yeah, there's like so many people, Scottish people, English people. I don't know if there's any coming from other countries at this one, but the next one I've heard that there are people flying in from all over Europe for this, so it's clearly a really prestigious comp.
Yeah, yeah, and obviously a lot of Scottish people coming down as well. So I mean, some of them you'll know, obviously through the actual scene as well. So
Yeah,
it's great to be able to step out and have other kind of Scottish competitors because I mean, your dad will know this. I mean, for years Scotland was overlooked in regards to combat sports. So whenever
yeah,
there was sub onlys, we never got on them. Do you know what I mean? We didn't get on them at all. So it's going to be great to see so many Scottish faces step out on the mats next weekend.
yeah. There's like a few that I'm like friends with and stuff. I've like spoken to them, competed against a few, um, still talk to them. You know, it's all like friendly. Jiu-jitsu is great for that. It's like there's not any animosity. You know, you're all friends. You're all just there for the betterment of everyone else.
Yeah,
No like ego and stuff getting in
yeah.
the way.
Yeah. You say there's no ego, but you've seen some of the people in this game. Do you know what I mean? So some of them are absolutely hilarious. But as you said, it's always respectful. There's never any kind of bad animosity
Yeah,
and so on. Even, I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, you step out for that 5 minutes or whatever many minutes, and you're going to want to beat each other. But then after it, you're all friends again. So, and that's the great thing about jujitsu.
yeah.
What do you do outside the jujitsu then, Anaya? What
Um,
you still at
just
school?
yeah, I'm still at school. I don't really do much if I'm being honest. I only really go to the gym, go home, and just sleep.
What are you doing? What, you 6th year at the moment, 5th year, 6th year?
No, I'm actually third year.
Right, okay. I thought you were older. Why did I
No,
don't know
I'm only
why.
14.
Yeah, yeah. So 3rd year, so that'll be you. You've done all your subjects. You've picked
Yes.
all your subjects, so you know what you're going to be doing in the future. What's your job? What's your ideal job? What are you
I
planning to
wanna
do?
I wanna be a lawyer when I'm older.
Nice, nice, nice.
Um,
So,
like my cousin, she's also a lawyer. So
yeah,
like, and I've always been like, interested in like that type of expertise and stuff.
yeah, yeah. What kind of law? Criminal law or
Corporate.
right, okay. Lots of money in corporate law. Lots of money in corporate law. So your dad will be happy with that. Because then you'll be able to look after him when he's older.
Yeah.
Um, what's next for you then? So obviously sub series or young sub, should I say? That's your main focus. But what are we going to see from Anaya in 2025?
Well, I want to get out on the grid more. I want to be competing more because I only recently just started competing last year. Um, so I want to do more comps, maybe in like in other countries and stuff. But obviously, I have like three brothers, so it's a bit hard to just like spend money on a comp and just for me.
Yeah,
But I'm looking to maybe even do more local comp, just get more experience. You know, just be out there.
yeah,
So I'm hoping to be at the next young subs, for the belt, and eventually in a few years maybe be like the champion of submission series, the actual adults comp.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Great plans. I mean, great plans. I mean, we know there's a Glasgow show coming up. Obviously, Sub Series announced it yesterday, so we're going to see the Glasgow show. I reckon that's in May time. So obviously, the venue and the date will be confirmed just shortly. So it'll be exciting. I mean, especially being a Glasgow show and being able to step out on home turf.
Yeah,
So there'll be a lot more people and so on that are going to be able to come and watch you,
yeah, I'm
and
excited for
hopefully for
that.
the belt. Hopefully for the belt as well that day. So that'll be good. To win the belt on home soil must be
Yeah.
a great feeling if it happens. So
um, I'm hoping to, I like gi, but I like no gi more. I feel like it's a much better, like I can move faster. I can just like perform better in it. So I'm hoping to maybe get out and do more nogi comps because I've
yeah,
only really done like one nogi
yeah,
comp and that was ADCC.
yeah, yeah. Nah, listen, well, listen. Whatever you do, whether it be gi or no gi, do you know what I mean? I'm 100% supportive of you. Of course I am. But yeah, it's going to be exciting for me to see you step out and commentate on your match as well. Which, do you know what I mean? I'm very, very excited to do. So there'll be a lot of good things I'll be saying about you next weekend, and I for sure. Final thing then. So anybody you want to shout out to, any friends, family members, teammates, anything like that?
Well, obviously my number one shout out is going to be my dad. Always been there, always there for me to beat up. Been there for me in every aspect of my life. Also my mum, she's also been there, maybe not in the jiu-jitsu aspect, but in other aspects of my life, like when it comes to school, when it comes to other sports and stuff. Um, Darren, obviously, great coach, great person. You know, always been there for me as I've been growing up. My other coaches, Ian, Davey, Dylan, all been there for me as well. Great training partners. You know, like they give me enough of a challenge without just overpowering me with their strength and their weight and stuff. So it gives me a good role. Um, the rest of my training partners, you know, all the kids and stuff in Burt Diamond, the other adults and everyone, for like giving me the respect that I give them, treating me well. Um, well, my brothers as well.
Yeah.
My twin brothers, they've only recently started jiu-jitsu, when they were in December it was, but they've been sticking to it and they've been like amazing. They've like funny, just playing the little games with them, like, oh right, you need to stay on my back, you need to pass my guard and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like making them happy.
Yeah. No, listen, it's definitely a great. And I said, I know that what you guys are like over at Inverted Diamond. I said it's a really, really good team. I say Dan Clark's awesome. Do you know what I mean? He definitely comes with some very, very high level instruction and so on. So yeah, very, very excited for you guys and for you to be the first Inverted Diamond athlete to step out on the mat. Again, more history being made, more history being made. So guys, there we go then. So Anayah Ullah, Inverted Diamonds, going to be stepping out at the Young Subs Jiu-Jitsu Superfight stage next weekend at the Fed in Newcastle. So anybody looking for tickets, if you want to go and see Anayah, just hit up Anayah on Instagram. So that is Anayah Ullah. So ANAYAHULLAH. So just hit up Anayah on Instagram if you're looking for tickets. If she can't get any tickets, head over to the usual places, Young Subs or Sub Series social medias, and you will get ticket information through there. Pay-per-view as well. It's going to be available, so keep an eye on the grapplers social medias over the next kind of few days, because you will see the link getting put up. It'll be on my page, Sub Series, and obviously the Young Subs page as well. One thing I want to say as well is I've said this on every interview I've ever done, but sponsorship. Now, it's very important for sponsors to get on board with these young athletes, because this is the next generation that's coming through. And this generation that's coming through is better than the last generation. And they're only getting better and better and better. So, in regards to sponsors, I mean, traveling about and all that kind of stuff, it's not cheap. It's not cheap to go all the way down to wherever to do competitions. So it certainly helps with obviously travel costs, or do you know what I mean, hotel accommodation, gym fees, gym equipment, so your gym gear and stuff like that. So anybody looking to hit up Anayah for sponsorship, then just as they just drop her a message on Instagram, and she'll represent your brand. She'll represent you 100% all the way. These kids are fantastic on social media as well. Do you know what I mean? So they'll get the best for you in regards to the sponsorship. But listen, Anayah, absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me today.
Thank you for having me on.
But listen, I'm looking forward to next weekend. Obviously, give my love to the family. Tell your dad he's ducking me. I need to get a roll with this black belt.
I'll
And
make
obviously
sure. I'll make
test
sure.
his black belt so I can try and tap him a couple of times as well. But no, listen, absolute pleasure. You enjoy the rest of your week's training, and I'll see you in a week's time. Okay,
Bye bye. Thank you.
take care, pal. Bye bye.